How's it going? How are you all? So glad to see you. Welcome, everyone. Big hugs as always from soul to soul. And I wish for everything to flow in perfect harmony and for everything to fall into place as it should. Well, we have a lovely weekend. I love it. From January 19th to the 25th, all the changes are coming. We're already expressing our gratitude and giving thanks to the sun, which is currently in the sign of Capricorn. And we have also extended our thanks to Venus, which was also in Capricorn. On the 17th, Venus made its move and transitioned into Aquarius. This week, let me take a moment to tell you exactly how things are unfolding. Let me explain in detail what you can expect and how these planetary movements might influence you. Look, on Monday the 19th of this month, we have the sun making its transition and entering the astrological sign of Aquarius at exactly 7:45 in the evening, which is Central Time. This marks an important moment in the zodiac calendar, so be sure to take note of this significant shift. On January 20th, we have Aquarius entering the scene, and at that time, it'll be in Mercury. Well, to clarify, I mean Mercury will actually be in Aquarius. This is a significant astrological event, and it's something that many people look forward to each year. We're still going. On the 23rd, Mars in Aquarius. Aquarius, and Mars enters Aquarius. It means that starting on the 19th, we begin. The cycles of the sign of Aquarius begin. And since we want even more Aquarius, on Monday the 19th, the new moon is in Aquarius. And on Tuesday, the new moon is also in Aquarius. I'm explaining all this because of the following. The girls and boys born between January 19th and January 20th. January 19th at 7:45 in the evening, and all day on January 20th. They're going to have, just look at that, how wonderful. Besides the fact that girls and boys are a blessing, look, they'll be born with the sun in Aquarius, moon in Aquarius, Venus in Aquarius, Mercury in Aquarius, and Pluto in Aquarius. That is, they'll have two luminaries, which are the sun and the moon, and three planets in Aquarius. Wow. Art, beauty, joy, happiness, creativity, friendliness. Geniuses, so you understand me. That's how it'll be. So this week is very magical for everyone because we have a lot of the air element. In air, I repeat, we're going to have the sun starting January 19th. The moon on the 19th and 20th, Mercury on January 20th, and Mars on January 23rd. And Venus already entered on January 17th. And from January 23rd, look at how beautiful this is going to be. From January 23rd, take note again. From January 23rd to February 6th, we're going to have Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Pluto in Aquarius. I'm very happy. Every sun, the sun in Capricorn or in Aquarius or in Gemini or in Pisces, is the energy we all have. Aside from those who are having birthdays, right? Happy birthday, my shawty. By the way, all my love. The energy of Aquarius. Aquarius is what can I say? The alarm clock, the water bearer, the one who comes to make the change, who wants everything to flow in harmony and so on. It means that this week we have, I repeat, it really gives me great joy because it's Venus, Mars, Mercury, the sun, the moon, and Pluto. It's time to speak, express, communicate, create, not hold back, move forward, say what we have to say, because we're going to understand each other in a super wonderful way. Venus gets along very well with Aquarius. Mars in Aquarius, well, they're a team. Mercury with Aquarius, everything is very well aspected. It's a week to bring out all that beautiful and precious, kind side that we all have. We all have kind, pleasant, loving sides. And especially all of you. Yes, because if not, you wouldn't follow me or watch me. I mean, because that's how it is, right? You're not going to watch or follow someone you don't like. There are exceptions. Suddenly, there are people who watch me, but who... I watch her for what she sends, but we'll know, right, Chasita? They don't say mean things to us. No, I thank you very much. Because you are very loving. This is a very enjoyable week. Take advantage of it. The cycle from the 19th until February 6th that we're going to have, well, the strong cycle of Aquarius starts on the 23rd. But from the 19th, when the sun enters Aquarius at 7:45 in the evening, Central Time, you're going to notice a big difference. You're going to be lighter in your luggage, more relaxed, more creative, more daring, more fun, with more of a child's heart, because the sun in Capricorn gave us the strength, the power. Which, by the way, we have to write our little letter of thanks for what was experienced in the cycle of the sun in Capricorn, which was from December 21st to January 19th. It's a little letter where we give thanks for what we learned, what it gave us, what it took away, what was learned, and we save it. And we have our little wooden box, and we see how we're improving ourselves, because that's what life is all about, improving ourselves. Seeing that we have all the strength and the abilities, and if not, well, we invent them. The word I can't doesn't exist. Just remember something. If someone else can, so can you. If someone else made it, so can you. If someone else achieved it, so can you. The only difference was that they had the desire, the spirit, the attitude, the dedication, the commitment to make things happen, and you have them. Take advantage of this magical week, not just to dream, but to act. It's time to fulfill ourselves. Are there still, of course, planets in Capricorn? Yes, well, we still have... Well, no, actually, no. We're going to have... No, because Mars is already leaving Capricorn on the 23rd. So we're already entering the Aquarius cycle, and I'll tell you that Uranus in Taurus will be direct starting February 3rd, and Jupiter in Cancer will still be retrograde until March 2nd. What are you doing this week? Make things happen, though, love. Believe me, it's a week that you're going to like. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to feel, I really insist, very light, like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders, like you can breathe deeply. And the most important thing of all is that we must learn to live, feel, enjoy, vibrate without looking at what others are doing or saying, and move forward with our life plans. Without further ado, I'll move on to the astrological recommendations. My dear Aries, stay very alert to the signs and messages that the universe has for you. The signs and messages come from our guides, our angels, our spiritual teachers. And we can find them anywhere, in a word, in a song, in a movie, in a series, in a book, in a newspaper. The word, a word that will move you for the better, to make determinations and decisions. Any doubt that you might have? I repeat, your guides, angels, and teachers will have the right, correct, and convenient word for you to make your determinations, with benefits for both you and the people involved, in your work environment as well as in your family environment. Everything related to signings, contracts, agreements, and negotiations will move with incredible speed this week, going full throttle from January 20th onward. You have very, very favorable aspects. The suggestion is don't talk about your plans, my love. You know that since you're the baby of the zodiac, you don't see malice in others. And it's not that others are malicious, but simply because you think your plans are still yours. And if someone else hears them and you don't act on them, they might do it before you, and you won't find it funny at all. It's important that when you tell your life story, your stories, whatever you want to say, you realize that not everyone has a heart as innocent as yours, my love. So in this way, well, we must say what we want to say to those who are close to us, because you're very gifted with words. You're good at speaking, expressing, communicating, and this week, you're going to have a meeting or a gathering that will fill your soul and your heart with much joy, especially between January 22nd and 23rd, because they're going to give you good news, some good news that you are waiting for, as it will be a liberation in every sense of the word for your peace, your relaxation, and your tranquility in your economic life. For Taurus, you have proposals. You receive new projects in your life. I know you're going to have a very full, very saturated schedule, and we're just starting the year. You have a year ahead full of many opportunities and a lot of work, a lot. It's not the time to think. It's the time to act. Use your strength, your power, your dedication, commitment, tenacity. You are truly one of the most tenacious and persistent signs when you make the decision to do something important. Don't let the dream stealers stop your steps or hold you back, and don't allow them to discourage you. On the contrary, keep moving forward. You know what you want. That's the path you'll take. An interesting opportunity in your house of money, where you receive money you didn't expect, or you receive an increase in your income, or something that increases your economic life very favorably. And that's going to help you so that you can heal your finances. Maybe you can start something on your own to give your being more freedom of action, putting on the table, I repeat, that enormous tenacity and creativity characteristic of Taurus. For Gemini, there are many changes in your home. It could be that we welcome a new member. It could be that you find out that someone close to us, or you, my dear Gemini, because it's the fourth house, well, you find out that in a few months you're going to have a baby. It's very clearly marked there, too. You're going to welcome a pet. Yes, because you guys like pets a lot. They're part of the life of my dear Geminis. Well, I think everyone's right. We all love our pets. This week is marked by parties, events, meetings, celebrations, reunions with friends, with loved ones. Wow, it's a week of much joy. If you work in public relations, in speaking, expressing, communicating, writing, in sales, in art, or in beauty, it's a great week for you, that is. Very charged with a lot of the air element, being in Aquarius. And it makes a great pairing with you, my dear Gemini. If there was a communication breakdown within your family environment, this week it will. Absolutely everything will be resolved in peace, harmony, and lots of love. For Cancers, we know that you are the home. That is Cancer. Cancer loves family, love, and the home. You say a gathering at my house. Let's cook at my house. Let's do something at my house. Right, my dear Cancer? Well, it turns out that this week you'll receive people or invite friends with whom you'll reunite and reconnect once again. And in the conversations you'll have, something new will emerge, something beneficial. Very soon, for your very near future in your professional or commercial life. It's something they'll put on the table that's very worthwhile because it'll give your finances a nice boost, regardless of what you're currently doing. This is separate. It's an idea, something they'll propose to you that you're going to absolutely love. There's also an opportunity to travel. It could be for work, it could be for pleasure. Both domestic and international trips are very likely. A big purchase is coming. And when we talk about big purchases, it could be vehicles, land, homes, or something related to that. And in your professional environment, you'll have some very good news. A project you started or put on the table previously in late October or early November will start giving you great results, my dear Cancer. For Leos, Jupiter is the planet of triumph. Yes, of success, abundance, prosperity, benevolence, philosophy, foreign travel, and so on. Well, it's in a very favorable position for you. So, that right now, with so many planets in Aquarius, which pairs very well with you, my dear Leo, everything is in your favor. Love, romance, passion, money, work, communication, energy, the desire to do new and different things. Also, in a friendship, you'll reach a sort of understanding. It's not that you'll drift apart, but rather that over the years, one learns to choose their battles, but also to choose their friends. So you're going to choose your peace, my love. It's that simple. My peace is non-negotiable, you'll say. As Mizada says, my peace is non-negotiable. That's right. Your peace is priceless, my love. Your freedom of action will be worth a lot. Since you're very giving, sharing, loving, and dedicated, well, you're going to hear comments that won't be the least bit funny. And it's all because you're a person who knows how to make things happen. You're very happy about the success of others. It gives you great joy when others are doing very well. But there are little people very close to you who are the typical energy ticks that can take away that magical and wonderful desire to keep shining, and you're not going to let them, not under any circumstances. This week, whatever you want to sign, whatever it is. If you want to apply for a bank loan, if you want to make some kind of contract, signature, agreement, negotiation, you want to finalize something, you want to start something, it's a very good week to do it. For Virgos, everything is marked in your favor. Absolutely. When I say everything, I mean everything. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. It's not time to think. I know you think a lot. It's very much your style. You like to have different scenarios on the table to know which way you're going to go. You're going to go the right way. You're going to hit the exact spot. Let yourself be guided by your magical and wonderful intuition. Let Neptune lead you by the hand with its energy to make determinations and decisions that suit your personal, economic, and professional life. Yes, this entry of the sun into Aquarius, with all those coming, Venus, Mercury, Mars, and now Pluto, which will be there until January 19th, 2044, are giving you magic keys. And I remind you what I've told you. Believe strongly in your plans, in your desires, in your yearnings, in everything that's going through your mind. Stay away from gossip, hearsay, bickering, hallway comments. Don't listen to those. Many times, since your sensitivity's right on the surface, you might stop in your tracks because of their comments. But not at all, my love. Just push them away. You keep going with your life claims. A trip or the planning of a trip is indicated this week. And also, money that returns to your life or something that arrives in economic terms, it could perhaps be an increase in your income. As they call it, miracle money, but that's when money suddenly arrives and we don't know where it's coming from, but it arrives. But it's strongly indicated that there's an interesting increase in your economic income. For Libras, justice is indicated for you. When I say justice is indicated for you, it's that you guys, well, you're the scales, you're the balance. Just don't make them angry, right? Because the scales will tip to one side. It takes a long time, but when they say enough, it's over. Right now, the scales are totally on your side. There's justice marked for you. When that comes out, it means that the signatures, the contracts, the agreements, the negotiations, the credits, loans, collections, and so on are in your favor. Also, anything that wasn't working as you wished, both in your professional and family environment, will flow in perfect harmony. Right now, you're in the perfect time, my dear Libra, to harvest, but you must believe in your abundance. Just remember that abundance dwells in your gifts. Your gifts are your strength, your power, your ability, and that great soul you have. So it's not time to doubt under any circumstances. Quite the opposite. It's time to trust in the abundance that the rich universe has for you. Anything you want to start or want to do this week, my love, Libra, it's all in Aquarius, my love. All in Aquarius. I mean, new moon in Aquarius, sun in Aquarius. Go for it. Mars, Mercury, Venus, and Pluto. Go for it. Everything is with you. Make that call, knock on that door, send that email. You know how to make things happen. It's time to shine, to move forward, and to win, of course. For the Scorpios, all the stars are in your favor. Oh, this week isn't a 5-star week, it's a 7-star week. Of course for you, my dear Scorpio. There are perfect balances in your personal, social, family, and economic life. All of that is the result of yourself. Nothing is free. Everything we are, do, or have is the result of our tenacity, dedication, and commitment. And if you've handled those lines, which I know you have, the results are on the table. With all this spectacular planetary change in the sign of Aquarius, everything is in your favor. You don't have a magic key, you have the magic key chain. You will know, Scorpio, that when you think of something, it happens, right? That when you think of someone, they appear or call you. When you say, oh, I feel like a candy, someone gives you a candy. That is magic mind. You have it. Pluto is your planet, and it's in Aquarius. And it's going to be there until 2044. Pluto in Aquarius. Go for it. Mars is also your planet, and it's in Aquarius starting on the 23rd. So take advantage of opportunities as soon as they arise. Don't overthink things, my love. I know your intuition will lead you by the hand, and you'll be right and hit the exact spot, my dear Scorpio. Sagittarius, notices, and more super favorable notices. Everything to do with you going to do some paperwork. Going to ask for credit or being given credit or a loan, a house move, a change within your home's organization is marked totally in your favor. Sagittarius and Aquarius get along really well. They're great buddies. They're very good friends. Just consider everything that's in Aquarius, my dear Sagittarius. Pluto in Aquarius, Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Aquarius, Venus, Mercury, and Mars. Mars starting on the 23rd. And Mercury starting on the 20th. All of that certainly favors you. And since we will have, from February 23rd to March 2nd, the Sun, Mars, Mercury, Venus, and Pluto all together in Aquarius, these notices that they're putting on the table, or the ones that they'll give you, or whatever you do this week, all of these actions will multiply even more than what you had in mind, and their effects could be even greater than you expect. Great proposals will come your way, because it's time to harvest well what you've sown, my dear Sagittarius. You've done plenty over the years. Everything you are or have in your life isn't simply the result of luck or random chance. It's actually the result of causality. It's the result of what you, Sagittarius, have intentionally sown and brought into existence. Every action, every decision, every step you have taken has led you here. Open yourself to abundance in every sense of the word, in the physical, mental, and spiritual, romantic, sentimental, and so on. You deserve everything good, because that's how you've sown, my dear Sagittarius, and you'll see it starting this week. But in gushes, like a waterfall at full blast. That's how wonderful changes come into your life, my dear Sagittarius. For Capricorns, well, we've already thanked the Sun in Capricorn. We're already in the Sun in Aquarius, starting this week, right? So Capricorn, you're entering the Sun cycle now, which is a significant astrological period for you. Just count 52 days from the day of your birthday. Yes, that's right, 52 days. It's the Sun cycle. It's the cycle of making things happen, of taking action, and of bringing your plans and dreams into reality. This is a time when you can really focus on your goals and see progress, so make the most of it. We have 52 cycles. No, not 52 cycles, 52 days in each cycle. The Sun cycle, or then the Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, until we reach Saturn 52 days before our birthday. You're starting the 52-day cycle of the Sun. What do I mean by all of this? Everything that crosses your mind will become a reality. Yes, it's time to lift your spirits, to put a smile on your face, to distance yourself from negative people, to give yourself permission to grow, to move forward, to achieve, to be, do, and have what you want to be, do, and have. And I strongly urge you to stay away from negative people, because it's just not worth it. You can get contaminated. Your subconscious mind doesn't know that the negative things the person next to you is saying aren't yours. It thinks they are. So you're immediately going to say, canceled, canceled, canceled. I don't accept it. Not at all. It's not for me. I'm putting this on the table because, listen closely, changes are coming to your professional life. That job you were looking for or that change you were seeking is right in front of you. That dream trip, you're going to be able to make it happen. I'm not saying you'll do it this very week, but the necessary and sufficient income will arrive, so you can take that dream trip for yourself and your loved ones. Also, some money you thought was long gone is going to come back to you. No, my love, things aren't truly lost. The universe returns to us what is ours by right of consciousness. And now that you're in your solar cycle, it's time to receive what belongs to you. It's time to receive everything you've sown. And I don't mean just last year or a few months ago. I'm talking about many, many years ago. Keep going, keep studying, keep learning, keep sharing what you know and what you've learned. There are parties, events, and gatherings, celebrations for some of your family members, Where you are, well, the life of the party, who will fill with light, peace, and love all those people who feel glad, happy, and very protected to have you in their lives. Because yes, having a Capricorn in our lives is to feel cared for and protected. For Aquarius, well, what can I say? Happy birthday, Aquarius. Well, it turns out that on the 19th at 7:45 in the evening, we have the sun entering your sign. Then on the 20th, we have Mercury in your sign. On the 23rd, Mars in your sign. And on January 17th, Venus entered. My love, you have a whole range of possibilities in every sense of the word. Every single one. To win at whatever you want. In light and strength, energy and peace, harmony. What do you want? What has crossed your mind that you've desired? You have Venus giving you love and money. You have Mars giving you the drive, the desire, the spirit, the energy. With Mercury in your sign, communication. Everything you say, they're going to accept it. Also, the 19th and the 20th. No, the 19th, the 20th, and a bit of the 21st. Well, the new moon, too, right? In Aquarius. Because the waxing moon will be. It enters until next Sunday, the 25th. Well, do absolutely everything you want. Remember something very important, my love. You, Aquarius, you don't have to please everyone. You please yourself, and logically, you'll please others. You really like to please others. Now it's your turn to please yourself. And remember something. We don't have to be perfect to be loved, because none of us are perfect. We are imperfect. We are unique, beautiful, wonderful, sensational beings. That's right. Perfection is only for God. It's time to get rid of fears, burdens, anxieties, and doubts. And you're going to feel it, my love. You're going to feel it. Because all these planetary changes passing through your sign will push you to fulfill endless dreams, desires, and longings. You know who you are, what you want, where you're going, but especially who you want to go with. It's time to do new things, different things. Use your social contacts so that you can move forward faster. Listen to the advice of experience, the advice of your family, and all the new plans you have in hand. Use your strength, your ability, your dedication, your commitment to step out of comfort zones and join groups of people who vibrate at your same frequency, the loving and the luminous one. Pisces, very good news for my Pisces. Jupiter in Cancer. Jupiter, which is the planet of triumph, success, abundance, and prosperity. And none other than Saturn in Pisces and Neptune in Pisces. Does that come to? Good. That balance of water with the air of Aquarius, what can I say? Time to win, to achieve, to triumph, and to move forward. I know you're in the cycle of your birthday, in the cycle of Saturn. Yes, I know. But it's the moment to give yourself the chance to make things happen. Look, there's something very interesting that is coming into your life. News that will fill not only your heart with joy and happiness, but your soul. It's something that you have been waiting for a very long time. It could be a move, a change of city, or a change of job. Something that you expected. It could be money you were waiting for or news from one of your family members that will bring you great joy, something that will happen to them, favorably, of course. But it's news that will fill your heart with joy. The 19th, 20th, and 21st are very important days. If you need to sign something, a contract, an agreement, a negotiation, please, those days are super duper magical for you. It's also important that you lay your cards on the table in your work and professional environment. And if you're independent or you're a freelancer, it's time to do something new, Pisces. Let your imagination run wild. You won't struggle much. You know how to tell stories. You're very creative. You're very good with ideas. Just as you advise everyone else. Now advise yourself. Start writing down how capable you are, all the gifts you have. How many things do you know how to do? From those gifts, endless business opportunities can arise. Maybe you knit very well, or paint very well, or write very well, or cook very well, or speak very well. How about that? Listen to your inner voice. Connect with yourself. Take advantage of this week, which is very magical for you, because your guides and teachers will be very close. They always are, but this week they'll manifest more. I mean, your guardian angels and your ancestors who are on other planes. They will also manifest in a loving way, guiding you and leading you to the right place and person. It's not time to think, my dear Pisces. It's time to act. It's time to receive what truly belongs to you by right of consciousness. Feel worthy of the abundance that universe has for you. Thank you so much for joining me. May everything flow in perfect harmony. I invite you to subscribe here to our channel, give it a thumbs up, and hit the bell so you don't miss everything we have. Every single day, we upload new information. Plus, there's a lot of information. Here we go, my reflections, my quotes, compatibilities, feng shui, numerology, human development topics. Take a look around the channel. There's so much information. Also, your weekly angel message is really great. Check it out and subscribe. And on all social media, I'm Mizada Muhammad, but I'm gratified. If it's not verified, it's not Mizada's. Not verified, not Mivana's. If verified, it's Mizada's. And my website is Mizada-Mohammed.com, so you can see all the info we have for you. And check out my store. I have my t-shirts, my hoodies, mugs, the angel diary, and more. Did you know that worrying about what people say, what they think, and how they might judge you is actually the cause of hundreds and hundreds of broken dreams, lost opportunities, and unfulfilled ambitions? Don't listen to what people say, no matter how loudly or often they repeat themselves. Let them talk as much as they want. From talking so much, they'll soon go hoarse. I am Mizada Muhammad. I love you all and I want to see you thrive.
Thank you very much for graciously joining us today. Please subscribe to our channel and kindly visit my personal website, Mizada-Mohammed.com.